Oh man, it's over.
It's all over!
Were you out?
Yeah.
I'm known for knocking people out, but God was on his side that night.
7, 8, 9.
Then the miracle.
Oh my goodness! Somehow Fury has managed to get up!
Tyson, when I first started working with him, physically he was in a condition where it was horrendous, but that was probably 10% of how bad he was mentally.
Ben lived with me for the first few months, and he was a very good friend. The dream was never to box. It was just to lose the weight and become well again.
It was literally coming back from the brink.
I persevered slowly, one day at a time. And then I said, let's get back to boxing. I spoke to Frank Warren and said I wanted to come back and box again. I said, let's make that Wilder fight.
I think it was only him and I who wanted to move forward with it. Everybody else was pretty much anti it. But his confidence in the fight gave me confidence to make the fight.
Guess who's back?
When it was first announced, I didn't want it to take place. Let's tell the truth, because it was too soon.
Fury had been inactive for years. He had 2 fights against D-level opponents, and I didn't look at him as any sort of challenge for Wilder.
Hey, Chuck.
What's going on, man?
Keep going on, I'll chuck you over.
How you be so big and hide behind something so small? You know, you looking good though, bro. You
Get me.
losing, bro.
I'll knock him out for you.
Deontay's always one of the best challenges. It was always Deontay that wanted to fight and people finding a way not to fight. So when Fury stepped up to the plate, I was like, finally, we've got a dance partner.
I was ready to show the world what I was made of. This was an opportunity where I had a single date for myself.
2 undefeated giants of the sport risking their undefeated record.
For the first time, you have 2 big personalities going at it verbally, and that was beginning to pique people's interest.
I've been searching the world for somebody to better me for 10 years. I look at him and I see a pretender, giving in the figure until he gets slapped in the mouth.
I've knocked out every fighter that I've faced.
I've been looking for somebody to knock me out for years, and nobody has ever done it.
Everything I've said, I've done.
I knew that Wilder was feeling the pressure. Then Tyson started putting it on him, and Wilder didn't know how to take it.
Deontay Wilder didn't know if Tyson Fury was his best friend or his worst enemy. And Tyson played him so well.
I looked him in his eyes and I told him, I'm not Klitschko. You cannot get in my head.
I just spoke to Deontay and he says you're not in his head.
Well, I beg to differ because it clearly looks like I am.
You can't get in my head, but you will pay for every word that you said.
The whole build-up was incredible. I just couldn't sleep the week before the fight because it was a proper heavyweight fight. A great fight for our times.
Turn that music up, Husky. Get this party started.
So I'm your referee, and the reason I'm coming in here while you bad hand is I want to go over some stuff.
I told both of them the exact same thing. I said, I'm going to give you every opportunity to get up and prove to me that you're able to physically and intelligently defend yourself.
I have to know you are okay at all times. I can't assume it. You got to prove it. So
I'm going to ask you questions, and you must say yes to my questions, I also tell them that I want them to put their head up and down like this while they're saying yes, so the commission and the doctors understand and see that they're responding to me.
You get in trouble, I'm gonna be bucking out some commands and you gotta follow my commands so I know you think it.
Tyson Fury, you want it? You got it.
My time.
You're the champ. Go on there and get that belt.
History making tonight.
We're ready. I'm the new. Come on.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the bout you've all been waiting for. The heavyweight championship of the world. It's time for Wilder versus Fury.
Deontay Wilder says Tyson Fury has to be perfect for the whole fight. He only has to be perfect for 1 second.
Wilder is a one-trick pony. He's not a very good boxer, but he has that one weapon, his massive right hand, the hardest hitting right hand that I've seen since George Foreman.
He's a one-punch knockout artist.
Listen and obey my commands at all times. Fight hard, fight clean, good luck.
This is the biggest moment of your life. It's the moment we always dreamed of. The whole world is watching. But by the time they're in the ring and they're facing each other, those nerves and fears have went away. This is what it is. It's fighting now.
Here we go. The fight is underway.
Like most of the world, I probably favored Deontay Wilder, but I did always keep in mind about the fact that Fury had beaten Vladimir Klitschko, so this guy has the ability to rise to the occasion.
The idea was to outbox him and give him a boxing lesson.
That Tyson Fury was able to box and move the way he did. It amazed me.
I think the excitement got the best of me. I'm definitely guilty of loading up too much, but you want to give the people what they came to see.
There's the right hand from Wilder. Fury takes it.
Tyson's danger comes from his awkwardness and his unpredictability. He's a very difficult puzzle.
Fury contemptuously dropping his gloves. The Fury fans loving it.
I know that when he's doing that, he's feeling good, he's positive, he's flowing and he's frustrating his opponent and he's being himself.
It just makes you laugh. I was sitting there cracking up. But the more and more I've seen him over the years, you laugh, but there's a seriousness behind it. There's a method to his madness.
Wilder trying to really load up on that right hand and missing again and again and again.
He first seeks to negate what you do well. And once he does that, he then starts trying to pick you apart.
Good right hand. Beautiful stuff. And a nod to Wilder as much as to say, yeah, you're outboxed there. Oh, a bit of more showboating from Fury, taunting Wilder.
First half of the fight went by and I thought, it's easy. As long as he stays away from big right hand, he'll walk this.
What did I tell you when we took this fight? You'll beat him with your left hand, yeah? Don't worry about that. That'll come naturally when it's there. Don't get greedy with that. Don't get complacent. You will beat him with your left hand alone. You're that much better than him, okay?
As any championship referee will tell you, 9, 10, 11, and 12, the championship rounds, things happen.
Number 9, you got your muppies? Go get him.
People don't want to come and see heavyweights go 12 rounds. Eventually, they want to see somebody get knocked out.
Hands and blow right. Maybe just rolls it a bit, Tyson, but it still lands. There from Wilder. Good left hook as well from Wilder.
Oh, he's gone down. He's gone down. He's gone down. All the good work. Now he's gone down.
I grazed him. It wasn't a knockout punch. I knew that he wasn't hurt or buzzed or anything like that.
Give me them blows, brother.
I just got caught. It's boxing, heavyweight boxing. I got back up, I was fine, and probably won the rest of the round.
And look at Wilder. Look at Wilder. He is throwing everything at Fury now. Fury is coming fighting back.
Wilder had almost emptied his tank trying to finish Tyson, which then gave Tyson more confidence. But again, it was very important for Tyson not to get overconfident because this man was dangerous throughout.
We've got 2 rounds, buddy. And you've done it again with the greatest comeback in boxing history.
In 6 minutes, Tyson Fury could be once again heavyweight champion of the world. 3 minutes to go, and Fury is poised. The British fans are already celebrating.
We love you, D. Let's do this. 3 minutes, baby. Gypsy game, last round.
I knew it was close. I didn't know who was ahead.
3 minutes, you get the best comeback in boxing history. Okay? The best heavyweight in your generation.
I absolutely thought he was winning the fight hands down.
All I wanted was to go out there, just get behind the jab, and just keep away from him. I didn't even want him to engage. You got it in the bag, come away with a prize.
Wilder has to find some bombs. He has to do something, surely, to put Fury down here in this last round.
I had it in my mind that I wanted a spectacular finish, and I went out for the kill.
Oh, great shot from Fury, terrific right hand.
And paid the price.
I set my shot up, and there it was. Towering over his body on the ground, seeing that his eyes rolling in the back of his head and the position that his body laid like a murder scene, it was over.
He was out. He was completely out.
I don't think he's going to get up. I think it's all over.
Were you out?
Yeah.
I was gutted. I just, my heart sank. I was gutted. He ain't getting up from that.
Doesn't move, it's over. But I think that's been Tyson Fury's life. Just when it looks like he's down and he ain't moving and it's over, he resurrects himself.
I had a dream before that fight, and I saw myself getting knocked down in it, and I saw myself getting back up.
It's not over till it's over. It's hard to beat somebody that doesn't want to quit.
6, 7.
He popped his eyes wide open.
Oh my goodness!
And all of a sudden, he comes to life.
Is he going to get up? Can he get up?
Don't lie. No way.
How is he getting up? How is this man possibly getting up?
I just kept counting, and he was up by 9.
It was almost like a fairy tale.
Oh my goodness! Somehow Fury has managed to get up.
We knew he could box and move, but no one knew that this guy had the heart.
Can you continue? You want to go?
I said, "Are you okay?" He looked at me and he said, "Yes." I said, "Do you want to continue?" He looked at me and he said, "Yes."
The referee is having a very, very close look at him.
Jack Reese could have waved it off at any point. He didn't. He was good to his word. He honored his word. Walk over there and come back to me. Come here.
He was in full control of his body. He actually did a little bit of a bounce step. I'm about to let a tornado across the ring come at this guy. I got to make sure he can defend himself.
There's a shake of the head from Wilder, as much as to say, what is this in there against me? How is he doing this?
Mentally, once you take yourself out of the fight, and then suddenly you have to put yourself back in the fight, it can be shocking.
You definitely know that there is a God because God was on his side that night.
And when Wilder saw Tyson get up, I think he realised what he was actually in there with.
Here comes Wilder again, trying to land massive headshots. Fury trying to keep away as the clock continues to tick down. Fury crazily, his arms behind his back. Great punch from Fury. Where did that come from? And now Wilder's holding on.
He not only got up and came back, but then he started giving Wilder a beating. How could that be? I mean, I'd never seen anything like that before.
Deontay Wilder is struggling.
When he says he's a fighting man, he means it. He fought back. He fought back hard.
I know we're in Los Angeles. I know it's La La Land, but that was just pure Hollywood.
It was like a Rocky scenario. Everybody went crazy.
Fury somehow has come back. He said it was his destiny, and you begin to wonder.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Fury celebrates one of the greatest sporting stories you would ever see.
Fury is not like any other fighter. There's something magical about him.
I thought it was just what boxing needed.
How you got up, mate? Come back like you did. What courage, what balls?
That's a moment that will forever be on replays. It'll be forever etched in people's minds. It's a historical moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a split decision. Judge at ringside, Alejandro Rochin scores the bout 115 to 111 in favor of Deontay Wilder.
I was very confident. We felt like we was up in that fight.
Robert Tapper sees the bout 114 to 110 in favor of Tyson Fury.
I looked at Floyd Mayweather and I said, what have you got? And he laughed. Easy, your man. Easy, as if to say, what are you even asking for?
And judge at ringside, Phil Edwards scores the bout 113 to 113. The decision is a draw.
No one won, no one lost.
I really was gutted. The first thing that I'm thinking is, how's this going to affect Tyson? He come over to me, actually, and consoled me.
I'm a big believer in there's no good crying over spilled milk.
He accepted it, and by accepting it, I think he won over more fans.
You know, when I was down on my back, and I rose to my feet because I am the champion in my heart. Absolutely. And I should have won that fight. We know the truth, mate. We know the truth. I won that fight.
Easy. How you got up from that second knockdown?
The truth of it is, it's bigger than just a sporting moment. He goes far, far beyond just sport.
To go to that extreme and come back from that is incredible.
How did you get off the canvas there in the 12th round?
I don't know.
That 3 minutes has inspired thousands of people around the world that when they've been down and out, that you can come back.
I fought back from suicide and mental health and depression and anxiety. And I wanted more than anything tonight to show the world that it can be done.
The fact that he's talking about it, a heavyweight champion, macho, to be able to talk about your emotions and show a vulnerable side to yourself, I think is great for everybody else to be able to look at that and go, you know what, if he can do that, I can actually look into myself and be vulnerable for a moment and ask questions and show that I'm not quite right at the moment and I do need help.
Fury Express continues. I'm going to look forward to the future and enjoy every minute of it.
We're going to get to do it again, but on a much, much bigger scale this time.
Both of these guys are way bigger stars now. They're household names. It's tough to pick a bigger fight in this moment than Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 2.
You got 6'9" against 6'7", 2 champions, 1 UK, 1 USA, both undefeated. The best boxer of a generation against the best puncher of a generation.
It's going to be a really interesting fight because both guys have something to prove.
Barring me, there is nobody to defeat Deontay Wilder. He's getting a match fit Gypsy King. I'm going to stay on the level.
In a rematch, he goes down again. But this time, he won't get up.
The winner of that fight, 22nd, will be the best heavyweight, #1 heavyweight in the world.
Wilder and Monkey, you soccer, 2 rounds.